popping? Time to go to work. Work time in the AM. I was about to listen to the homie. Well, you don't know me, but you know I fuck with his content. Joey Diaz, and I noticed when you throw on his program, one of his sponsors is Blue Chew. Blue Chew. And a lot of podcasters and YouTubers are sponsored by Blue Chew. I always hear about them. But I will say, the only time I hear about Blue Chew is when a YouTuber is advertising. I've never hear people public, people on social media, because social media is the world. I know Dave Chappelle said that Twitter's not real, but real people use it. It is an extension of real. It's probably an exaggeration of reality, but people are using it. It's not like, there's a lot of fake profiles and stuff, but it exists. But anyway, the only time I hear about the pill being advertised is by YouTubers in general, and it's funny because I know of a couple of specific, pretty popular YouTubers that they used to advertise the Blue Chew all the time. And then I asked them personally, do you ever use that shit? He's like, fuck no, I don't use that shit. So, if you're gonna get the bag, and if people are giving you money just to promote their stuff so you can market their products, then I get it, by all means, as Cat Williams said, get your paper, boo-boo. But I'm just wondering how effective this product really is, because like when something is really, really, really good, you don't only hear about it via advertisement. Like they'll be constantly talking about it. There'll be this big buzz. There'll be this big craze, or this big rage, because I'm getting to the age 42 and sexual experience that things are nowhere near as optimal as they used to be. There's no more indiscriminate erections. It doesn't happen. Like, first of all, like my body, my fella down there, he's just tired of being disappointed. That's the first thing. So he's not gonna get up and do nothing unless he know for a fact that he about to be inside of a cave. And the only way he gonna put on his gear, the only way my fella downstairs is going, put on his boots, his camouflage, his hat, his canteen, you know what I mean, have his backpack with MREs, his weapon, his extra ammunition. The only way that my guy is gonna get geared up for spelunking is if he knows he's about to enter into a cave. For so many years, my guy has gotten all geared up, and the trips keep getting canceled, or right when they about to get to the cave, they close the cave off for whatever reason. So my guy, if y'all get the analogy, my guy is just tired of getting suited and booted for the prom, and they keep canceling the prom. So that's the psychological aspect of erectile dysfunction. I don't even think that's just erectile dysfunction. I think that's just an erectile tired of being disappointment, if that's a word. Erection tired of disappointment. And then obviously at 40, sexual experience is not just with other humans, it's with yourself. There's just a lot of miles down there. So you got the psychological aspect of tired of failing and tired of getting ready for something that's not gonna happen. So my boy ain't gonna get ready unless he know he at the cave, or he know the prom is gonna go on. So that's one thing. And then B, you just have just overall mileage in general. That'll take away the effectiveness of my guy being ready to do what he got to do. And then C, not just age, just health, which is improving, but I could still stand to lose. I'm at like 255, so I could still stand to lose another 35 pounds. Once I drop like 35 pounds, so you got high blood pressure, obesity, type 2 diabetic, hypertension, all those, which are all getting better. They're all getting better. You know what I mean? Like I don't. It's amazing. I mean, last night I had a couple pieces of old ass Thanksgiving sweet potato pie with some walnuts in it. I had 2 pieces of that, and then I had some fish and grits, which was delicious, with some peppers on it. And I ate it all. I probably ate too much, but that was like I had that. Then I had 3/4 of grilled cheese and ham, 3/4, because I gave 1/4 to the moms, and like some chips. And for breakfast, I don't think I ate anything. So I didn't eat that much. I just ate a decent amount in a small pocket. Oh, and I always eat a Honeycrisp apple. So I say all that, and I worked out. So I say all that to say this: I'm working out and I'm eating better, and things are improving. And sexually, things will improve the more in shape that you are, because it's all about blood flow. And if your body is in a certain way where you're out of shape, you got clogged arteries, your blood just doesn't flow as much, and you need that extra blood boost for your little guy to that extra blood boost is the suited and bootedness. You know, that's the metaphor of it, of just being equipped, prepared, and ready to go into the cave. When I say go into the cave, I mean having coitus with another person, because everybody's into all types of things. Somebody want to say man on woman, woman on man, or man on man. Now women on women don't have to get aroused like the way men do in order to have sex with their bodies, because everything on a woman is hard. Their arms are hard, their feet are hard, their heart is hard, everything is hard, so it's no problem. Yeah, but I wonder about bringing it all back. I wonder about this Blue Chew. I wonder how good it is, because the only time I hear about it is during the advertisements. We all need a little kick when we get older. We all need that little umph. And this is another thing. If the product was so good, and maybe this will happen, just like back in the days, like with Proactive and blue blocker shades and stuff like that. You know, before the product really blew up, it was constantly on infomercials and various advertisements. But I feel like once the project gets really good, once the product becomes really good and renowned, there'll be an extreme demand for it. When there is an extreme demand for a product, the product is produced more. Once the product is produced more, they throw it in stores. So that tells me I only see advertisements for this. I don't see it in stores. This dude's a fucking dick, yo. Why don't you just drive faster? People merge and they drive like they scared as hell, man. It's ridiculous. But yeah. If the product was really as good as it was and as effective as it was, man, I feel like I would hear more people talking about it. Like when Viagra and Cialis popped onto the scene, people was talking about it. You know, people was buying it. You know, people was getting prescribed for it, and then they started selling it. They wouldn't even use it themselves. They would just get a prescription, because maybe they wasn't really getting that much buzz. Because the thing is, like, say if you got a bottle full of 30 Viagra, but you're not really getting sex like that. Like the only time like a whole bunch of Viagra is practical is if you are consistently getting like a lot of sex. You know what I mean? You're consistently like everyday type stuff, or you got a younger chick, or just a spry girl that wants you, or a spry guy if you're into that. You know what I mean? That wants you at the 21 gun salute every time it's time to go down. Then I get that. But if a person like me, I don't have a girlfriend. I'm not even in the clubs like that. I don't drink like that. I'm not a smoker. I'm not none of those things. So I'm not in an atmosphere in an environment where I'm constantly around women that are thinking on that level. You at the club, like I know there's a stigma of what fucking having sex with women that have drinks, but in the club atmosphere, everybody's having drinks. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's a victim, whatever. You know what I mean? And this is some new ish. Let's just take that element out. The assumption is that you messing with the chick and y'all have a rapport with each other and y'all have drinks together. You know what I'm saying? You're in that atmosphere when you're sipping and having a good time. It tends to make you more randy, more lascivious. So that's just the atmosphere. See, I don't drink, and I'm not in the atmospheres. Now, in the comedy world, it's definitely a lot of drinking, a lot of drug use and things of that nature. But usually, after the comedy show is done and they go into their back rooms and they do that type of thing, I'm gone. I leave. I'm going home. You know what I mean? I'm in the comedy world, but I'm not in that underworld. You know, I hear about comics hooking up with each other, hooking up with fans, and I've hooked up with a couple of fans, and I've hooked up with a couple of comics over the years. But it's not a commonality. It's not like a common thing. Like if I was still into drinking and partying and all that, maybe in that realm I wouldn't say hook up more, but be more exposed to those who are into that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this chick, this female comic, I thought she was subdued or whatever. And then once she got the drinks in her, I just saw a different side of her, which made me more interested. Not saying I smashed her that night when she was tipsy, but made me more interested to the point where I started talking to her and changing up the conversation and being more flirtatious. But again, I always take myself out of that situation, or I can see like other people are tipsy and I'm just not on that level. I don't, you know what I mean? Like if you tipsy as shit, but I'm sober as a mug and you flirting like that, that's a turnoff. That doesn't turn me on. That's a turnoff to me. So I'm not in that realm to have a need to constantly have these male enhancement pills in order for the sake of pleasing a woman properly. You know, so there would be no point in me buying like a 30 pill bottle of Viagra or Cialis or some shit like that. And with Blue Chew, you gotta get a subscription. You know what I'm saying? It's like a monthly thing. Like even though they say the first month is on them, you know, try it out for a month, and I get it. I get that. But a lot of times when you get a subscription, something like that, you might get it. The pills might come. You might use it. It might work once. But then, you know, you break up with your girl, you lose access to your women or whatever, and you got these pills flowing in, and you're not even using them. They're just accumulating. So you're paying a monthly service for something that you rarely use. So if they came out or brought them in stores, I would try them out. If one of my homeboys had some Blue Chew, I would cop one from them and try it out. But I don't know. I just wonder. I wonder how effective this pill is. That's all I wonder. I'm definitely for male enhancement and you know, as I get older, just putting yourself in a better position to please a woman. Like, there's nothing that feels less manly than not being able to have, like, as standoffish as women are, when they finally give you some sex, to not be able to perform, that's a effed up feeling. So, you know, I'm all about the enhancement and things that we can use to help ourselves, to help please women or please people, whatever you answer. But I don't know. Blue Chew is good. Comment, let me know. Anybody that's local to me, man, put me on to I'm not trying to buy a subscription, but put me on. Put me on. I'll holler at you. Peace. Yeah, I might put this shit up right now.